What makes a speedrun truly memorable? For me, it's one word: creativity. There are just two goals in the Hitman mission: kill the targets and don't get seen. But from those two goals, speedrunners have innovated thousands of creative methods. But what if I took that to the next level? What if I hired one of the world's greatest Hitman players, David Red Sox, to design a fiendishly difficult brand new contract with 5 all-new targets spread across one of the largest maps in the game? Then, what if I put up $1,000, the largest prize pool in Hitman history, to the person who could beat that contract the fastest? And I only gave him a week to do it. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, then I think you'd have something truly special.
Now, go!
First up, let's explain the targets. In the average Hitman mission, you might have to kill 2 people before escaping. In this contract, you have 5, and we did not make them easy. Target 1, the mechanic. This guy works in an accident-prone area, but it's also very public. He spends his time in front of the garage and will occasionally take a break to head over to the nearby bar before coming back to work. Target 2, the medic. There are plenty of isolated areas near him, the porta potties, the medical crate, but he will never head there on his own. Target 3 is the AV nerd. Now, this guy works alone, obviously. If killed, it's unlikely someone will find his body anytime soon, but he's incredibly out of the way and hard to get to. Target 4 is where it gets really difficult. This is the jogger. Many runners complained about the jogger. She's incredibly mobile, with one of the longest routes of any NPCs in the game. Any given route will have to be incredibly precise on where and when they want to kill her, because in a flash, she could be running somewhere else. Finally, the grand finale, Target 5, the lazy guard. This guy's the ultimate middle finger, tucked away on a rooftop with no clean shot from anywhere. So there you have it, the ultimate Miami contract. How will the world's best hitman break it to win $1,000? Let's find out. The earliest runners realized this target could be killed very easy if you started next to him. So that's the first one we're gonna show from Jelly, starting at the Kowoon pit. Let's check it out. Starts in the Kowoon pit as the mechanic, and this is one of the first kills that was figured out. Basically, that this mechanic just starts out sitting next to an explosive barrel. Easy, bam. Accident kill, it's fine, no one sees it. The second target's the medic. He goes inside and turns on the sink. This causes the medic to come inside and check out what the hell's going on. While the medic's coming in, he steals the lethal syringe. He comes in, check out the sink, pops him in the head. Nobody goes in there to check it out. 2 targets down. Then he has to figure out the rooftop guy. And I think Jelly here does something really creative. He shoots the wall to make the sleeping guy wake up. Then he climbs this pipe, stands on this, and snipes his head. That's clever as hell, dude. He's running and running and running and running and running. Now he's got to get the AV guy. He walks into this building, around the corner, sneaks into the back room, and just blasts this guy in the head. Now his last target is the jogger, and tranquilizes the jogger's coach. While he's like choking, he stabs her in the back with a lethal syringe. Lethal poison means even if her body's found, you won't lose Silent Assassin. And then he runs to the boat, which he has the keys for, and gets out. A clean run, but it has a lot of running. But this is one of the first good runs that we got. So that was Jelly. Thank you for your submission. Very quickly, things started to get faster. If you remember, Jelly's run was 3 minutes, 20 seconds. I'm gonna chop off a minute already. We're gonna go to FE302's run, which is 2 minutes and 28 seconds. This run is one of the rare runs that started here at the food stand. Okay. He grabs the propane from the food vendor stand, runs into the party, the bar where the guy goes, and poisons this beer. He followed the mechanic's route and realized that he drinks this beer at about 35 seconds. Now, this is one of the first big discoveries. The guy on the rooftop is a guard. He's not a civilian, he's a guard. And guards have unique AI in Hitman. Basically, if you shoot at them 3 times from a far distance, they will haul ass to go from where they were shot from. So what this guy does is he sprays 3 times at this roof, and this rooftop guard now suddenly wants to haul ass to get down here where he's shooting from. That gets him moving instead of you. You don't have to come to him, he'll come to you. And he drops a proximity taser next to a propane tank. Then he overflows the sink. That first death was the mechanic drinking his beer. Now the medic died because he put a taser in the water. Then he runs in here. Again, AV guy's pretty easy. Shoots him in the head. Remember the guy from the roof? He ran all the way to where he shot from and hit a proximity mine next to a propane tank that he set up. And it blew him up. So all of this is happening while he's moving. He doesn't have to wait, he doesn't have to stop. Now, he turns on this faucet. And then he turns on this high voltage power outlet. And now, right as the jogger passes him, She shocks to death. He just runs past her as she jogs through a death trap that he created where he electrified the water. Now that is a clean run. And that is the second run that I'm showing today. That was 2 minutes, 28 seconds. MulletPride. He was one of the only people to start as a waiter. What you're about to see is the first winner today of the creativity prize. The waiter starts in a very crowded area and it has to run downstairs to get anywhere. I didn't really understand why anyone would use this spawn. He runs into the locker room and grabs a sniper that he smuggled. He takes out his sniper and shoots one of the craziest shots I've ever seen. That shot goes all the way across the map and hits a certain spot on a wall to make one of the targets go investigate. Takes out his sniper again, and somehow, through like 9 bushes, walls, banners, and billboards, kills the AV guy. Hit the fucking craziest middle of the road shot. Then, oh my God. He found out that at exactly about 1 minute, that mechanic walks underneath a speaker. He shoots the railing holding up the stereo speaker exactly at 1 minute, and it falls on the guy's head and kills him. Boom, 2 down. He walks over here and then shoots through 2 windows across the entire map right as the jogger's walking by. Then he shoots her in the shoulder and she falls off the side into the water so that nobody finds her body. He runs down here, shoots the back of the medical crate. Boom, kills him. The sign of great runs is they make the targets come to you, so you don't have to reroute your run, so you can run efficiently. Then I gotta explain something that's gonna fucking blow your mind, and this is gonna start to break some of the runs going forward. The target is on the roof, yes, but this building that he's on is not real. It's not a real building. There's no floors inside. It's just a wall with a roof, and the windows are real. So if there's windows of a fake building with nothing inside, then you can shoot through the windows, through the floor, and hit a target on the roof if you have the right angle. He aims through the window and hits the guy in the foot, killing him. Then he runs over to the edge, takes out his crowbar, and escapes. Truly a beautiful run. I was floored when I first saw it. All right, next up, we have a 214 from Linkus. He only had 1 day to work on it, and most everybody, when they were first scouting at the map, started at Kowoon Pit. I think he made one of the best Kowoon Pit runs.
No one saw her die. The guard and the doc saw me do that.
Pops the mechanic right off the bat. Yeah, watching him work on this live was very fun because he started out with a very slow time and got faster and faster and optimized until he ended up with a pretty great time. Takes his sniper, triple shot. That makes the guard want to run down to where he is, tosses a soda can, makes the medic walk inside.
Don't miss the shot.
Pops him in the head. And this was cool. Instead of waiting for the lazy guard to run all the way to where he was, he found a spot where nobody would find the body, right on this stairwell, and just catches him. A moving sniper shot. Very impressive. Then walks in, blam. Pops the AV nerd in the back. And then this is really clever. The jogger target, almost every spot she dies has a witness that will find her body. So it'll ruin your run. He's gonna kill her in front of a park bench where there's 2 people sitting. So he just tosses a knockout bomb over the wall, makes a hugely loud noise, knocks them both out, and shoots her dead. Now that body will get found, but he's out.
Let's go.
He's out instantly. Very impressive run by Linkus. I will show you a 210 K-Kaneta. So I offered a prize for anyone that did runs from underrepresented starts. And this guy started one of the least popular starts of all time. He started from the Kronstadt Engineer, which is a disguise that is pretty useless and is on the 2nd floor of an office building. Near nothing good. There's no real advantage to this spot. And yet somehow this guy found a way to make it useful. He runs out on the balcony, climbs up the drain pipe. He's going up. Why are you going up, dude? Then he tosses a violin to get onto the couch cushions. Now, we explained this in the last run, but if you guys don't know, breakable objects can be used to boost a short distance in Hitman. Again, this is an anything goes contract. He boosts away onto a couch cushion. Now, why does that matter? Why is that helpful? Because now he's gonna use a muffin to boost up the pillow to boost up the pillow onto the fucking railing. And he shoots her in the head while she's around the corner. Now he jumps off the roof. Now there's no fall damage in Hitman. If you somehow manage to boost somewhere, you can jump down free. So now he's running up, and I think the rest of his run is you know, it's using some of the similar ideas that people slowly started to discover. Boom. This was different. He steals the medic's outfit. So he's not using the crowbar exit, he's not using the boat exit. He's going this way. Hold up a sec. Let me stop you right there and explain exits in Hitman. Now, not every runner will exit the level in the same way. And which exit you choose for your route matters a lot because almost all of them require something special. On Miami, the 3 major exits you're gonna see are the boat, which requires you to pick up the boat key, the ambulance, which requires you to steal a medic outfit, and the sewer, which requires you to find or bring a crowbar using up a valuable loadout slot. So pay close attention to which exit they choose and how they move their route to end up in the right spot. All right, back to the video. So he kills the medic and steals his outfit. Shoots the speaker. Then he runs through the medical area, avoiding being seen. And again, once people started figuring out this window thing, it fucking completely changes the entire texture of the run. He makes the guy stand up and then headshots him through the window through the floor. And he's right next to the exit. He gets in the ambulance and leaves. Actually crazy. Let me show you a run by Zebulous. This is a 1 minute, 45 second run. We've already seen the food vendor stand already, but he has an entirely different take on it. I think he doesn't even use it to poison. Maybe I'm wrong? He does poison, I'm sorry, he does. Yeah, so he does poison. Disguises himself as a waiter, shoots right here, shoots that guy as he walks outside, turns around. Yeah, this is, okay, so this is crazy. This is actually crazy. When we chose this rooftop target, it was designed to have no clean sniper shots really on. He's in a normal vantage point. He makes the target walk over here. He gets him to stop here, then he shoots again to make him do a panic animation where he raises his arm and his gun. And right for 1 frame of a second, this guy's shoulder, his gun shoulder, peeks out from the corner. And he gets him. That's so nasty. All right, then runs back through this way, through the porta potty area. When the guy's outside, crazy angled shot. Gets him through the bushes. Catches the jogger. I have no fucking idea this body doesn't get found. Zebulous, I really don't know. He shoots her dead in public, and I guess that exact spot, nobody finds her body for enough time. That's crazy. That is a public area. There's joggers that are running all around. Like, but he must have found a timing window. Boom. And he's out. I know I mentioned that Kronstadt Engineer was underrepresented, but we still got 3 submissions for Kronstadt Engineer. So next up, we have the worst spot statistically from the number of submissions. Only 1 person out of the 100 people that submitted. The dolphin fountain is right here. It is the farthest from all the targets. The other side of the map from the hardest target, which is Alex Moyer. How the hell are you gonna make the dolphin fountain work? He also does it with no disguises. This is a suit-only run. That's not part of the rules. The edgy black hood with the gold briefcase, and he does not change. Now, he's also going to that same boost spot, but I think he does it differently. Yeah, he does. So instead of boosting onto the couch, then boosting up the pillow, he throws a violin on the ground. Now, this boost is not tall enough to get him up, but he stands on top of the broken violin and shoots the pieces. And the pieces, they fly up when they're shot, and it levitates him up a little bit to get onto this edge. Absolute Giga Chad. Unlike the last guy who couldn't have a sniper up here, he's up here with a sniper. And that makes all sorts of possibilities. He runs all the way up to the tallest point in the map. Look at that. The AV nerd who's supposed to be hard to get, he just shoots the guy in the back room from the roof. This is just a tarp roof because no one should be able to get up here, but he's up here. Dude, this is one of the nastiest shots I've ever seen. I don't even understand this shot. I think it hits the medical tent and makes the medical guy move. I really don't know what he's shooting. I don't know, I'm not sure. Now, because he's the only person ever to have this angle, again, this is not supposed to be a possible angle on the roof, he can shoot here and make this guy stand up and walk over to a shootable location. Hits the jogger, knocks her into the water. Oh, that's what he was doing. Oh my God, that's so genius. He shot 3 times to make the medic guy panic. And when the medic guy panics, he runs to the nearest safe zone, which is in this porta potty area, alone. Knocks him dead, dude. Then he shoots twice to make sure the guy that was gonna investigate doesn't investigate. He panics and runs the other way. Kills the rooftop guy that he made run. Through the skylight of the club into the garage, he kills the mechanic. I didn't even know you could boost up here, bro. This was like a first for me. Then, because he spent the entire time on the roof, he's killed all 5 targets from the same spot. He can run along the barbed wire and escape via the helicopter. He was the only person of everyone that submitted to use the helicopter exit. He wins the underrepresented starter award. Only person from Dolphin. Very cool run. Extremely impressive. Thank you for submitting. Almost every level of time is represented today. I can't show them all. But like even between Zebulous and Casetros was Bladanosaurus, who had a 144 time from the marina. I mean, every one of these ones I'm listening have like 5 or 6 runs between them. So I wish I could shout out everybody. I can't. I would love to, but you know, that's the way it is. So now we're going to get into what I'm calling the Podium boys. Not because they're top 3, but because they literally all started from this spot, the Podium. Somewhere around halfway through the competition, like day 3 or 4, a start that nobody had been doing, the Podium, started to be the most popular start by far. This is one of the better Podium boys. I'll show it to you right now. We will show you Snorf's run. So that's the advantage of the Podium. You start out 4 seconds from the AV guy and you just blast him in the head. Sprays the wall to wake up the lazy guard, make him run to him, and then lethal syringes the jogger in the back. Let me show you the map to explain what's happening right now. Lazy guard's here. While he's standing right here, he sprays this wall right here, okay? To make the lazy guard wake up and run to him. Now, what route does the lazy guard take to do that? Well, he runs all the way downstairs, all the way down here, all the way over here, into this tunnel alone. So if you were to catch him in this tunnel, no one would find his body. But instead of waiting here to kill him, he drops a proximity C4 bomb. So when this guy runs into the tunnel, he's gonna run past the bomb and blow himself the fuck up. He's already dropped the bomb. He tosses a coin over the wall to distract the medic. Ready, aim, pops him in the head. Steals his outfit. Right there, with no control of his own, the proximity bomb just exploded and killed the guy. One target just ran to his own death across the map. He sprays an Uzi across the map to hit the explosive barrel this guy's leaning against. This guy's leaning against the explosive barrel, but he's far enough away and no one's near him, so he just lets that chopper sing, dude. He literally hits the car and sets off the car alarm. People are gonna run to that spot, but he's already gone. And he has the perfect disguise for getting through this area. Everyone's dead. 136, and he's out in the ambulance. Again, we're seeing every different exit, every different start represented. Everyone is so fucking creative in their submissions. I was blown away, dude. I'm gonna show you Facey's, who beat that time from the marina with something legendary, something no one else did. Takes out his sniper, shoots open the door to the boathouse, turns on the electricity, grabs a breaching charge, turns on the hose. That was very efficient. Now, when you see a breaching charge in Hitman, it usually only means one thing. You're about to see something fucking insane. He places this mini breaching charge right here, walks a few steps forward, and drops a C4 bomb. Now, if you've watched my Paris video, you know what this means. It means somehow within 1 week, he figured out an absolutely pixel perfect, insane lineup, and he uses the first small bomb to bomb launch the C4 flying across the map onto the lazy guard's roof. Stands up here in the overpass, finds a lineup that gets the AV guy to go outside, finds a lineup that makes the medic go to his tent, grabs a crowbar, pops him in the shoulder, pops the AV guy. No, not even the speaker. Oh my God. Bro, he just literally shoots the mechanic in the head in one of the most public areas ever, and his body just falls in the right spot. Detonates the C4, killing the guard on the roof. He was so confident that C4 landed in the perfect spot. Detonates the C4 at the exact same time as he detonates the C4. That jogger from the beginning runs through the trap he set. The exact same time. One bomb is blowing up and one jogger is electrocuted on one side of the map. On both sides of the map, 2 targets are dying. Exactly as he approaches the exit, puts in his crowbar, and gets out. Killer. I'm gonna show you the best of the Podium boys. The guy that got the single best Podium start, the guy that I thought was gonna win this contest. I was pretty sure because he had the best time for the vast majority. This is NSDIB, I believe he goes by Danny Devito, and the leader of the run for the vast majority of the week with a time that I'm not even gonna tell you yet. I'm not even gonna tell you his time. Starts at the Podium. Again, you get an easy kill on the AV guy. That is the advantage. Pops him in the head. Grabs the crowbar while moving, very clean. Shoots 3 times to wake up the rooftop guard. Grabs a smuggled tranquilizer. He's just moving. He's moving so fast, dude. Tranquilize that jogger who will come back and find this body. Boom, she's dead. This guy also figured out, drop a proximity bomb. Boom, proximity C4. Lazy guard's gonna run into that. This guy never stops running, never stops running. Tosses another explosive to where he knows the medic is going to be, and he knows exactly when he's gonna be there. Speaker, if he had lost even a second in everything that he just did, he would get here too late. He had to route everything he just did so perfectly to get to this spot at this time so we could hit this speaker at this moment. There's Lazy Guard, dude. The Lazy Guard is running into the tunnel to his own death. Oh my God, this is so impressive. This is actually such an impressive run. This guard will stop you from running into this area. This guard will say, hey buddy, you can't get in. But he explodes the duck over there on the medic right as he is running up. So this guard goes into a panic mode and he can just run past him. The timing is phenomenal. Crowbar, and he's out. Clean, 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 clean. 119. Shaves off more than like 13 seconds from the last run we saw. This is the single best podium start and one of the best runs I've seen the whole event. Shout out to Danny Devito for an excellent submission. But it is not our best run. We're into the home stretch though. Yannini, this is the single best time from the food vendor start by Yannini, who is an excellent runner and a guy who represented Hitman at GDQ. He did a 117. As we get to the absolutely elite runs, I have to explain something to you about NPCs. This is what we call fake NPCs. Now, Hitman is a game that has huge environments, hundreds of NPCs, and it's designed to run on both PC and console. So the developers had to make a little bit of a shortcut. I'm gonna show you live in game just so you can see authentically how it goes. See this huge crowd of people? See there's dozens of NPCs? If I pull out my gun, you'll see which ones are real. The ones that have white dots are the ones that actually have AI that will notice you have a gun. So if I pull out my gun, look, she'll see me. And I lose green guns. But not every one of those guys is a real NPC, because if they all were, it would stress the system. So instead of having a full crowd of every NPC like running in panic and talking to guards, they just mix them in. But the really elite runners know the gaps in the crowd where real NPCs don't see them and fake NPCs do. And they can still die, by the way. They can still die. And if they die, you still lose Silent Assassin. But they can see you and all they do is just panic. To show this again, Yannini, standing in an absolutely packed crowd, realizes that only this guy at this time is a real NPC. And he's looking this way. So he can just shoot. Now, obviously, real NPCs will come by, so it's an accident kill, so he's fine, but crazy discovery. Then he does it again. He walks open right here to a spot in the crowd where no real NPCs in the crowd can see him, just pulls out his gun in public and starts blasting across the raceway. There's tons of real NPCs around him, but they don't see exactly where he's standing. This is Florida. He pulls out a pistol, starts shooting at a racetrack, and nobody cares. He made the AV guy walk outside. He made her walk around those boxes. Pistol headshots, dude, from across the racetrack. Now this one, this is probably the coolest medic kill of the whole day. Yannini tosses a propane tank onto the roof of the medical tent and then throws a firework up there. And it blows him up through the roof. Accident kill, propane accident kill with a firework on the roof. Makes this guy turn around, smashes him with a snow globe, steals his medic outfit, and then of course, through the window, through the floor, headshot, and he's out. That's a combination of so many insane tricks. That guy is clearly a player who's played Hitman for years and years and years and knows like all the ins and outs, all the different for a 117. And that was the best time from Food Vendor. Now we are in the final stretch. Everything you've seen before, pardon my French, is shit. Because we are about to get to the runs that make everything else look like nothing. As soon as we hit the 117 mark, which is where I thought was like the human limit, suddenly we got 6 submissions from an entirely new start. Every single podium time got knocked down by an entirely new start halfway through. And that, of course, is a start that I thought would be totally stupid. The mascot start, the stand start, starting in a flamingo suit in the middle of a crowd. I'll show you the best one. Again, when we made this contract, I thought the best time ever would be 130. We're already past that. He starts as a flamingo in the middle of a crowd. First thing he does, he drops a mixtape. Within 1 second of the start, he drops a mixtape on the floor and starts playing music. Now, what that does is it gets the real NPCs that are near him to look. They look at the mixtape playing music. The fake NPCs doesn't matter. So he's in the middle of the crowd shooting pistols across the map from the first second. He walks through a crowd holding a pistol, aims through a crowd holding a pistol, and just shoots the mechanic in the head. Right at the start, his body falls in the right spot. Blasphemy. Pops him in the head, pops him in the head. Again, real NPCs looking away, fake NPCs around him. Dude. The distraction shots he did earlier kept the real guards from walking up towards this medic, so he can just kill the medic right here. These 3 are fake NPCs. This guy never goes around the corner. Within 27 seconds, he's killed like 4 targets. Steals the medic outfit. Again, more than half of his time is just running from the medic area to the ambulance. Takes out a sniper, snipes that guy in the foot through the floor, and he gets out. His first 4 kills were less than 30 seconds. And he did what I thought was impossible and broke the 1-minute barrier. But that's not the fastest. If any of you watched my last contract, you may know there is one name, suspiciously, that I haven't mentioned yet. The champion of my last run came in with a run that made me laugh out loud. That did something I've never seen before. TuplaPekoni came in with this run. But before I show his run, I have to give an honorable mention. And my second creativity prize of the day to a man named Trzebiat, because technically he got the fastest time. And I want to show you why. Trzebiat submitted the following. He started at the Kowoon pit. He ran like normal. He shoots around. He goes through the whole thing. Takes him about 5 minutes. Everything's standard. But then right at the end, when he's killed the final target, instead of getting in the boat and leaving, he sits down on the bench, picks up the newspaper, and waits. He sits here and waits for 24 hours. And apparently, in the game of Hitman, when a full day passes, the timer resets. Right here at 24 hours. At 47 seconds, he exits. 0047. The game records it as a 47-second time. Even though it is a full day. It is slower than every other run combined. For your dedication and for showing something that I've never seen, you of course win the second creativity prize. Now, if I do another one of these contracts, I'm not giving another one for this, so you don't have to do this again. But if I'm being honest, that's not faster than Tupla. Even with that cheat, that's not actually faster than Tupla. Without further ado, he was one of the few who started in the medical area. Starts in the medical tent. He runs outside. Without any visual cue, shoots the explosive barrel, tosses a violin on the ground, a breaching charge. Pulls out a sniper. Falling sniper shots from the sky. I have to watch it again because 40 seconds. This is like 8 seconds a kill. The first kill is an incredible lineup. He can't even see the thing. It's through the fence, through the gate. But he nails the pistol snipe. Now this is not easy to do. This is like a 1 in a million setup. Like it takes forever. He had to grind this so many times. But he stands on the pieces of a broken violin and launches it into space. Well, first, he pistol snipes where he wants the lady to run. He drops his briefcase in the air, and while he's falling, pulls the sniper out of it. Snipes the AV guy through the roof. Snipes the roof guy. Turns around, snipes the jogger who he made panic to a certain spot. Reloads! Just absolutely swag. Turns around, blam! Kills the medic where he lined him up, and he's out. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. He's the god of death, dude. And that's why I am proud to award Tupla the second place trophy. I am proud to award Tupla the silver medal. Well, there's a faster run. We have seen every single starting location, but there's one we haven't seen, the overpass. And with an entirely new run came a man from the Netherlands named JohnnyAxx. I would like to show you our winning run. Nobody else had an overpass time. Let me show you the winning run of my $1,000 competition. Here's Johnny. First thing he does, a snipe. Grabs the crowbar, remote breaching charge, violin, boosts to the roof of the raceway. Still moving. I'll just let it play. I'll let it play, then I'll explain it. He doesn't stop moving. Dude, that... It's too fast to come. He's out. 37 seconds, race car Johnny. I asked him, I did an interview with him last night, why nobody else was doing the overpass. And basically he said, the reason the overpass sucks is there's no good way to kill the jogger. He shoots a pistol snipe to get the AV guy to come outside. Shoots a pistol snipe to get the medic guy to keep moving. Then these series of shots are mind-blowing. What he's doing here is he knows that there's another jogger that's gonna run up to this way and find her body. He shoots one pistol snipe to make her walk over there, okay? Then he shoots a bundle of coconuts and he makes those fall next to a jogger who gets distracted and sees the coconuts to slow down his route by like 8 seconds. All of those shots had to be figured out and precise to make this possible. Otherwise, killing the jogger doesn't work. Snipes that guy. Crazy across the map pistol snipe to headshot the mechanic next to fake NPCs. The jogger is panicked and is running. Headshots her. Again, this body will be found by Coconut Guy. He has a very short clock before Coconut Guy keeps running and finds her body. Runs off the roof, aims right here, through a tarp, through a window, through a floor. To headshot the last guy. Already has the crowbar. Most disgusting shots I've seen with a pistol. And that is why JohnnyAxx, with a time that blows me away, 37 seconds, wins the competition and is the greatest Hitman runner of the day. Congratulations, JohnnyAxx, winner of the $1,000 competition. And I want to thank all of the 100 people that submitted crazy runs. There are so many. I couldn't go through them all on stream, but I want you to know that I watched them all. I watched every single one and I was impressed with every single one. It was truly phenomenal. Thank you to the Hitman community for being a part of this. I want to show off all the creativity that the community has to offer. And man, did you guys show up today. Shout out to David Red Sox for designing the map. Big salutes. Absolutely legendary. This isn't over. The first contract was Hitman 1 for $500, Sapienza. The second contract was $1,000 in Hitman 2, Miami. There's still a Hitman 3. And I think we're gonna have to go bigger than $1,000. We're gonna have to go bigger. Stay tuned.
Check it.